Good morning. It is 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. on Saturday, August 5th, 2017. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I've been up for a little while for reasons that I will go into in a moment. This is 5 more minutes. So, because I have been not getting enough sleep at all this week, for most of this week, I kind of expected that I would be doing one of those sleep until noon days. And I'm still feeling tired, but I don't know, just something about the change, I don't know, in routine. I don't know. I woke up, had to take Luna out, and then I just couldn't quite get back to sleep. I imagine I'll probably be taking a nap at some point today. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at right now, is thinking about sleep. With Luna's new routine, I've been more in the car and listening to audiobooks. And right now, I'm currently about halfway through the audiobook for The Handmaid's Tale, which is a book that I've, of course, heard a lot about. I'm aware of the TV show, but haven't seen any of it. But I'd kind of been avoiding it just because, in some ways, you hear, like, I know the subject matter, and it's kind of like a question of that sounds heavy, and I don't know, is it anything I don't really know already? I don't know. And so that had been kind of my hesitation. And certainly as I'm listening to it now, it's something that is not really fun. It's not a fun story at all, but all the more weighty for the fact that while it's certainly an extreme scenario, what's important about it, I think, is that it's an extreme scenario in the book too. You know what I mean? It's not just that the book depicts this scenario, it's that for the characters in the story, there is a level of disbelief of like how it could have gotten so extreme. Their disbelief, but kind of paired with this element of like, we should have known. This idea that in this course of, not even just one person's lifetime, but like a relatively small segment of their lifetime, it goes from something we would consider mostly normal to this extreme repressive theocracy society that is depicted in this story. Anyone who's not familiar with the premise, at least, Handmaid's Tale, it's a near future story where at least a portion of the U.S. It's not 100% clear in the in the part of the book that I've read so far. Maybe it becomes more clear later, but at least a portion of the United States has been overthrown and has become an authoritarian, religious in at least name, society where women have no rights at all. And the handmaid in question is someone who is basically used as a surrogate to deliver children. And so it's a heavy story, obviously, but it's definitely one where I believe it's timely and important to think about because, of course, the idea that the rise of, fascist or authoritarian ideology is in the news. You know what I mean? So it's probably not a bad idea to be aware or thinking about what sorts of things that could lead to and what it all means and how it happens. And so stories depicting that intended to be, kind of a cautionary tale of where some of these things that maybe seem innocent at first could go. But I don't know. I'm only halfway through it, but it's definitely, I'm finding it compelling. Like I said, it's not fun to listen to, but I definitely feel myself drawn to continue. But yeah, I think actually I might try to go and get some more sleep again after all, because I'm definitely still in the hole, so to speak. Uh, yeah. Anyway, don't have a lot planned this weekend though, so I'm looking forward to just kind of hanging out a little bit. In any event, I will talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes about the next episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So, talk to you tomorrow about Avatar: The Last Airbender. And stop the recording when I can hit the button.